This is Cam Monye. He makes over $100,000 every single month from his content agency, as we can see here. And recently, earlier this year in 2024, he moved to Scottsdale, Arizona from Miami, so quite literally across the country. And so as a result, he had to completely restart his whole content agency. And he took that opportunity to start a new YouTube series, which is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So this series was just one of those things where you had to be there. It was 30 days straight. He never missed a day. He uploaded every single day. And in those 30 days, what he would do was he would just document the whole process of landing a client. I mean, this was his first day. He met with this guy named Brian, and spoiler alert, but at the end of the series, he ends up signing Brian as a client as well. And so he would straight up just walk into businesses and film himself walking into businesses. Another thing he would do is upload coaching calls from his community, so he was also able to position himself as an expert. And then finally, he literally showed videos of him straight up signing clients for money. So this is a Stripe payment he collected from a guy, his first Stripe payment that he collected, and he signed that first client within 9 days of him starting. So if we take a look at his social blade, you see that before the series, he was barely even growing. He was getting like 50, 60, 30 subscribers a month, and the peak was like 300 to 400 subscribers a month at the start of the year. However, when he started the series, he experienced a massive bump of 5,000 subscribers every single month for the following 2 months. And his views also saw a similar growth trajectory. Now, by the end of that month, he had done almost 15,000 subscribers. So he had increased by almost 15,000 subscribers, chicken change revenue for him, because he's doing like 100K a month in his agency. But he had also, in his first month of the coaching program, he had also made over $60,000 in the first month alone. I can confidently tell you he has since 4, 5, 6x'd this number alone. This is just in 1 month. And I don't want to put too much of his business out there, but he has a lot more members in his community than he did when he made this video. And by the way, the screenshots I just showed, this one and this one, this is from his business partner Presley, who actually is the brains of the whole business. So Cam is really just like the photographer, like the creative, directive person. And Presley is the guy that handles everything behind the scenes. He's like the operator. He responds to, messages for clients and for their employees and stuff like that. So if you're ever interested in how their agency is operating, I would encourage you to check out Presley's channel. So if we analyze his strategy, what can we actually take away from this video? The first thing is that YouTube marathons still absolutely cook. And I've been saying this for the past couple days. And as you all know, maybe I am actually running a YouTube marathon of my own. Now, I'm not doing this to get views or growth or subscribers or whatever. I really am just doing this just to put in my reps. And I feel like this is the fastest way to do that, is just to upload for 21 days straight and put in those reps. And that is why I'm doing it. But it's really nice that I'm able to, grow from this and get subscribers and get views. I have this video that did almost 1,000 views, and it feels exhilarating. It feels great, especially because knowing how hard I'm working at this and how I'm putting in the work. So marathons still cook, and that is simply because of the parasocial relationship that's formed. Now, if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that parasocial in this context is not a bad term. It's a good thing. It's something that we actually want. So in the case with Cam, it's while you're watching him, you're seeing him every single day. And there's a lot of raw moments in there. There's a lot of moments of him just straight up just talking to the camera. There's a lot of moments of him being goofy. You feel like you start to know him as a person. And it is much more entertaining because of that. And so that is why he was able to get people to sign up for his coaching program, is because of him. And within his coaching program, his calls are probably the most attended. They have multiple different calls in there, but his calls, I would say, are the most attended. Ask me how I know. In addition, pretty much all the people that are in his coaching program also joined from YouTube. They watch his videos on YouTube. Again, ask me how I know. So like I've said before, we are optimizing for parasocial relationships. And most of that basically just has to do with being the goofy person that you are, just showing your raw personality. Cam is weird. Cam is a weirdo. He is weird. he is borderline autistic. I mean, he said it himself. I don't know if he's like actually, but like I wouldn't be surprised if he went to the doctor and they told him that he was autistic. And so he's like look at you watch these videos of a real person that like shows their personality just so raw and so real, and it's like you feel attached to this person and you feel like, you know what, if I was in a position to pay for their thing, I would pay for it. And I did a great video on how parasocial relationships are so beneficial for your business. This is actually a really good watch, especially if you're a business owner. I think this will help you a lot because like parasocial relationships are the one thing that you should be optimizing for. They will make your sales calls easier. They will give you more leads. They will just make the whole pipeline in general much, much, much easier. So if you're not on social media, then you should be on social media and you should optimize for parasocial relationships because it'll just lubricate the whole machine that is your business. And then another thing is that content also displays your expertise. So if we look at Cam's Instagram, scroll to the top, you see that he's followed by Dean White and Shelby Sapp. Shelby Sapp, by the way, is an absolute beast if you don't know who she is. And Dean White, I did a video on him a while ago. Now, these guys may have found him from his 30-day series. I don't know where they actually found him, but they know of him because he's been doing content and he's been making videos regularly since the start of 2023, like April-ish of 2023. And so I wouldn't doubt that they actually probably found him from his YouTube series because that is how he is kind of blown up. And posting content gives you a chance to showcase your expertise and then also a chance to be recognized by some of the big dogs in the space, as we can see here. And so therefore, content has always and will forever be king, especially YouTube content. And so Cam actually had the opportunity to film the Client Ascension event last year in April, I think was when it was had. And so he filmed that event and he was less known. He wasn't really posting content like that, but he did a great job and was able to come back. Like at this point, it's not even just his content, it's just his work ethic in general, as they've said. Like how many people do you know would, finalize the videos at 4:30 in the morning? So it's just an insane work ethic that Cam has to just be the best in any field that he's in. And so of course the content amplifies that work ethic. The YouTube content especially, because you can see the work ethic in his YouTube content. It is just amplified by his YouTube content. And, people who want to be students of his, they will watch that and that'll be a great watch. On the other hand, people who want to be clients of his, they will watch that and they will see how hard he works. Whether he's trying to get his first $10,000 a month because he already has money, or whether he's trying to get his first $50,000 to $100,000 a month because his content agency is making $100K a month. He doesn't need the 10 grand, but he's just doing it for the content. And of course he gets money too, which is nice. And by the way, like this is a great video. This is what he ended up making, in case you're curious. I'm not gonna turn on the sound, but it's a pretty cool montage. You should watch it if you can. Just search this up on Twitter. So yeah, like moral of the story as always is to start on YouTube. Yesterday I broke down the easiest way possible to start on YouTube and how to build parasocial relationships, because it's the one thing that you should be optimizing for. And in tomorrow's video, if you don't know what to post, I'm going to give you a way to generate unlimited video ideas using AI. Never run out of ideas again. If you want that, come tomorrow. Free resource day. Let's get it.